And we're back. My mind right now is just RPG. That's all I'm thinking about. Cannot stop thinking about it. So I've been working, not tirelessly, but I've been working quite a bit on um my game engine, SolOracle, because I've made some pretty big improvements, I think. I believe it's looking a lot better, and it's still within one page, which is terrific. So what I've been doing is I refined the text. I did add ability scores, or I did add two traits. Really don't have names for them. They just the I guess they're bonus. I call them bonuses. So this is my current sheet, and this change will reflect in the next Misfortune episode. I just have to create the bonuses for my character and adjust a few things. So let's go over what I did so you guys can see it. Um, there we go. All right, so still called Soul Oracle as always. This part has a lot has changed actually if you look at it closely. Before you begin your adventure, you must create a character. So you write down your name, choose a race, decide on the profession, backstory. So instead of background, I changed the backstory. Now those will not affect much anymore. Now with the two uh, bonuses, the two character bonuses, that is what I changed as far as actions. So I took the Oracle, stripped it down a bit, and now the Oracle is strictly focused on the narrative. So yes or no questions. There is now going to be checks, actions as I call them. The first one is the power bonus. Again, this is all familiar from my previous reiterations. I brought them back, I took them off at times, but I use power bonus. It's this system will be 2d6 for the checks for the actions. To set your power bonus, you roll 1d6 and then you choose the range between each roll. So if you roll a 1 through 2, +1, and 3 through 4 is +2, 5 through 6 is +3. Same goes for mind. So mind bonus represents the mental capacity. Health is I think I changed it or I kept it the same. 3d6 the set. How much damage you can take. Currency 3d6 based on source material. Rank starts at 1. And then I defined the attack dice and defense die to battle dice for ourselves. For combat, you start with 2d4, d4 attack die, d4 defense die. Higher dice can be purchased or upgraded during promotions. Inventory, your character starts with 10 inventory slots with a light source and rations. Now, what you see differently is that there is no character sheet built into this. Because I believe a character sheet is not really needed. You just get a note card or you get another document and just type the stuff in order of the based on the this one first column of the character creation process. Because the sheet was taking up too much room, so I changed it to just that I have it just listed out. Then we have the Oracle, the Solo Oracle. So I changed it from Oracle of Chance, I think, to the Solo Oracle. If you have a question for the Oracle, estimate a window of opportunity, not a window of chance anymore. But change that based on a percentage, 10 through 90. So I shrunk it. You can't do 1%, you can't do 98%. It is 10 through 90%. This leaves a chance for um, a strong answer. So uh, rolling within is a yes, over is a no. Within 5% of either is a strong yes or no. So based on the example, 75%. If you roll 70 through 74, it is a strong yes. If you roll 75 exactly, it's a perfect yes. If you roll 76 through 80, it's a strong no. So that's what I mean by a 5% of either is a strong yes or no. Combat has slightly changed. To enter combat, prepare your attack and defense die. I could say prepare your battle dice. So prepare your battle dice, which is attack and defense die. Just going to quickly summarize that. There we go. All right. Prepare your battle dice. Based on narrative, decide what type of enemy you're up against, which we'll get to that in a second. You might notice it also has changed down here. Just a little, not much. Order of events. So decide who attacks first based on the narrative. Ask the Oracle if needed. Attacking. Roll your attack die, then the enemy battle die. Defending, roll the enemy battle die, then your defense die. Damage. So I now kind of I define this more or less on the combat section. Damage is the highest roll causes damage to the losing roll. I should say perhaps the highest roll causes damage to the lower roll or losing roll. I think losing roll is fine. The difference is the amount. Equal rolls are a flash, no damage. Lesser rolls are a miss. Turns, if there are, so here's what I did differently. I no longer will go through turns like D&D. It's just a party against party, a clash. So if there are two or more on either side, roll all their battle dice, choosing the highest roll for each side. There are no individual turns. So let's say I have, there's one of me, and then I have my battle dice, and then there's three enemies. Or, I'm sorry, let's say we're attacking. So there's two enemies and there's one of me. I would roll all three of these dice, and I rolled a four. The highest roll on their side they both rolled four and five. Five is the one I choose, so I take one damage. That's how it works. And then if there was two of my side and one enemy, then I would choose the highest roll of mine. So I rolled okay, I can roll three across the board. Oh, there we go. So four on our side was four and two, and the enemy is three. So I would choose four for our side. Enemy takes one damage. So that is how the combat works now. Um, there's no individual turns. Okay, death is whoever has zero health loses. The only flaw I can see here is that I have to define attacking the attack turn and defense turn. So after this recording, I might fix that up, but that's basically how it works. Attack turn, defense turn. You basically, well, actually, now that I think about it, it does make sense because if your NPCs, if your allies just have a battle dice, which I don't really define in this rules, then your role out of the team would have two dice, while all your allies have one dice. So it doesn't really need to be. I'm sorry. No, I'm mistaken. You only roll your attack dice when you're attacking the enemy. But if you're defending, then all their dice goes against your defense dice. And in parallel, your enemies have a singular battle dice. So never mind. It does make sense. I just kind of have to think about that for a second. If you're attacking, it's just attack dice, possibly plus enemy ally battle dice, compared to the enemy battle dice combined with defense. So that does make sense. Okay, now moving on to promotions or promoting. I probably can change this to promotions. When your character achieves a milestone, completes a quest, this is practically the same. You increase your rank and you increase your health. Now, I haven't done much as far as abilities go, or your bonuses. They don't get upgraded because this I did change the action system. It's 2d6. That would make it way too easy over time. So, but you do upgrade your health. You do become stronger, physically more durable for battle. All right, if your character, so here's the new actions. If your character performs an action, whether physical or mental, roll 2d6 and apply the power or mind bonus against a set difficulty depending on the action. Equal to or over is a success. These are the four difficulties I've chosen for 2d6. So 3 is easy. Normal is 6. 9 is hard. Heavy is 12. So if I roll 2d6 plus my bonus, so I rolled 5 plus if this is a power and I have power of plus 3, that is a 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 to difficulty or whatever. So 6, then that's normal. That's how that works for actions. Now, enemy types did change just slightly, and I added HP or health for the enemies. So that's one less thing to consider, to think about when you are choosing an enemy. Instead of saying the enemy health is based on their highest possible roll for that die, I just gave them health. I just took that out and just, just give it an extra column, and that's just their health. So, and now it just says the enemy battle die combines their attack and defense. That's it. So, yeah, that's my sheet. These are my rules, and I hope it is more defined now. The combat section still has some tweaking needed, but I think it has evolved a bit. I'm still thinking about if I should include some type of method for promoting your bonuses, but I just, because I changed it to a 2d6 game system, there's really not much room to promote. I still like to have it challenging, but yeah, that's it. So I kept the Oracle for mostly is the same except for the window of opportunity. And then combat has been big time changed. The character sheet is no longer a visible character sheet. It's just the character creation segment. And actions is the biggest change too. So that is my latest update on SolOracle. So yeah, and um, I will be doing a episode possibly tomorrow, I think, of or Sunday of The Bastards, episode 2. So that one we're gonna try. My friend Ryan and I are gonna try to do that every Saturday or Sunday, depending on our availability. But we can't do it as often as I record Misfortune, which that's my own time. So typically I can do that every other day at best. Um, but in any event, yeah, this is a really short episode of 8:30 Workshop. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time on 8:30 RPG.